Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing off my original Pocket Edition world. Now, I do kind of want to go over some things here about the world before we start now. I was able to transfer the world onto my iPhone. Now, here's the thing, I actually dragged the game files onto my computer. Now, and then I'd plug in my phone through the computer, and I would always try to drag it over, but it would never load the game up like that. So basically, what I did was, I got it to work. I don't know why. I had my phone plugged in last night around like 9 o'clock, and it just managed to work. And as of this moment, we actually have 9 votes to make the video on this, which I was going to do the video regardless. I just wanted to see if people would be interested, though. Um, but yeah, it's still 9 votes. Jeez, okay. I have made this video 2 times already, so I've done 2 entire world tours, and people have interrupted the video, so that's just great. Alright. So basically, there are some things from creative, I'm not going to lie, like mycelium, jungle trees, packed ice, lava. Because the last update I had on this world did add a few of those things. I'm not sure in what specific order, but it's been quite a few years since it's been updated. But as you can see here, this is the spawn. Normally you'd spawn in this little lava pit thing, not lava, water thing up here. But yeah, this is actually the room where I discovered what flint was. I made my first flint and steel, and I was just playing with it down here. I thought it was so cool, but yeah, and this is actually where my mob spawner is now. It doesn't work because there's no water pushing the mobs down. But, you know, you kind of see everything around here, getting a good view of it. I did have to expand the world though too. I didn't want to, but for some reason when I was playing it small on my phone or on my Xbox, the edges of the world wouldn't load in. They would be there, but they'd be invisible. That would be the only issue. So I was actually kind of thinking, I'm not going to go out into the world. I'm going to stay in this map. I'm not going to leave it. I was actually thinking of putting barrier blocks around the map with blue concrete, so it gives it kind of that, like the kind of sky color, so it doesn't look like there's anything out there. I was just thinking of doing something like that, just for, video purposes and, things like that. If you look here, this is actually a Herobrine spawn. I want to go over this. I thought this was kind of cool. This was back when Herobrine was a thing, and we didn't have redstone torches at the time of when I made this. So yeah, it's just redstone up, and there we go. Okay, let's run into the water. Yeet. Alright, there we go. Oh, what to go over first? There's so much I want to go over. Here's a dock I made when they added redstone. I put these here. There's actually a lot of squids here. There's cactus underwater. Wow. The jungle trees are creative. There's a mushroom biome back there. You can kind of see that's creative. But everything here is survival. Now, there was actually a 99... I actually want to kind of go over everything first before I do, make anything else about this. So, basically, back on Pocket Edition, I think it was 2012, when you made a world, it was either you pick survival or creative, and you could not switch game modes at the time. So, there was, no way to get creative unless, you can get a block glitch and duplicate the blocks. But there was no way of doing it, which really stunk, and it made everybody really sad. Because if you loaded up a creative world, it would just load up as a what is it? Sorry, I'm drinking water. You load up a creative world, you could only get normal animal spawn eggs, like cows, pigs, chickens, things, sheep, things like that. You can only get those spawn eggs without the mob spawn eggs, and I think it would automatically be on peaceful too. So there would be no anything else on Pocket Edition. Which is weird. And then on survival mode, you'd have the daylight cycle, and you couldn't switch to creative. So let's get on to this. This is actually my house. This is all survival. You can kind of tell, there's actually blocks still under the steps and stuff, and that's kind of uneven. Let's get into this. I actually have iron trap doors because of zombies. So here's the entrance room. We got all my furnaces here. Some of them don't work, but some do. I got a bow in here. I don't know why. Got some coal, more coal. This. So yeah, now actually here, wait, what's up this hole? Nothing. Okay, wondering. Here's a bathroom that has no purpose whatsoever. We had extra quartz from the nether reactors, and we never used them really. I don't know. Then if you go here, this is actually the living room. Now, this is actually the first part of the house I ever made. It didn't have this, it was all dirt at the time, and right here, I actually made my first basement, and my mistake was, I didn't know about torches at the time, so what would happen was I would make it, and I'd go down there later that night, and I'd be just killed by mobs. It was, first time getting murdered by a bunch of mobs. Here's my broken couch for some reason. I'm not sure who broke that. We got some mob shadows. Here we have the secret painting. It's kind of like a Christmas room. I know it's not really Christmassy. We like decorate the world when me and my cousins were younger. And like, you know, get-togethers and stuff. Here is actually a room that never became a room. It's just underground. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, but I guess it's a room in my house. I don't know. Then you go down here. You got a little table room, which serves no real purpose. I don't know what to say about that. I think we are going to tour the whole world in the video too, so it's going to be long. Here's like the chest room. You got all the food. You got all like the farming stuff, you know. And here is, you're wondering why this room is made of diamonds. Look at this. If we go into this diamond chest, look. 12 swords here. If we click this, look. Yeah, so that's why we have so many resources. The same with diamond. We have, look at these diamond pickaxes. Now, I should have, like, separated these back on Pocket Edition, but I didn't do it. I never got around to it, which kind of stunk. And here's an anvil from Creative, I believe. I made it in Survival, I think. Here are my coal blocks. For some reason, I used to think when you'd stack up coal blocks, you'd get more fuel and they would last longer, but that was obviously not the case. Don't know why, I just thought that. Here we have a room that says, when I need to think about stuff, don't bother me. So this is kind of like my idea room. I actually saw one of Stampy's videos, and he actually, he had like a room full of blocks, and this here kind of copied it, but it's my own version. You can't really sit here because it's glowstone here, and then, you know, it's just weird. I can't really explain it. Now here is going to be one of the weirdest rooms you're ever going to see. It's been another brick and obsidian. If you go down here, this was supposed to be a time travel room. For some reason, me and my cousins thought we could do time travel. Back then, it was made of nether reactor cores, gold, diamond, iron bars. You can see it's all kind of here. Big cluster of materials. I don't know what was there. Just something weird. I don't know what we were thinking. Yeah, let's get on with upstairs after we see this last room. This is like the bakery. You can't really get behind the counter here for some odd reason. Here we have 3 cakes you could buy. That's all we had. Looking here, we have 4 cakes. And that's empty. Right here we kind of have like a little room with a window. We have a loft. Can't really go out this door for some reason. I don't know why. Just can't. And if you go here, this actually connects to the farm. I don't want to go back there. I don't want everything running out. But we did have a lot of sheeps in there, but they were killed by wolves. So, you know, issue. Here we have another room that just leads to the big deck. Another door you can't open. I really like this deck. I'm not sure why. It does come with some staircases. So you can go down. Now there's no door here. I just put this here because why would I put a door outside? I mean, you know, doesn't make sense. I guess. I mean, it'd be fine though. I put it there because we're outside and zombies can't break trapdoors. Now here's the upper level. This is kind of crazy. Now if we go here, we actually have a guest bedroom, which everyone used to use before they had houses. So yeah, now we go up here to my bedroom. Let's actually go to sleep real quickly. Jump into bed. And yeah. Still got that torch in my face. Jeez. Okay, we have everything here. We actually have the original map here. Before we expanded the world, this was all just dark. I don't know why. We got the nether towers over there, which is kind of cool. We have a nether reactor core, which they changed the texture. Now, I have a lot of these left over, and you can actually still get these via add-ons. Now, I have this without an add-on because I already had it in the game. But if you actually break it, let me actually get this out. I have a bunch of them. I made tons of them with the duplication goods. If you actually break this, you get the exact amount of materials back. You get 3 diamonds and 3 iron, which, you know, I guess is a good thing. I don't know. I always thought it was kind of weird. We'll go this way. Now here is like a crafting room. I don't know why there's glass here in that place. We have a stone cutter, which you can't actually get in Minecraft anymore unless you had it beforehand. Here we have a, what is it? Crafting table, another one, and it actually leads to a spleef arena. Now, this is kind of like a twisted, crazy version of it. We have like bleachers here. Now, it would only be 2 people against, you know, 2 people. So you have 2 people on your team, you and the other person, which is 2 people. I don't want to make this confusing, then there'd be another 2 people. We do it like that. Now, you would start out with dirt, cobblestone, and you move your way up to obsidian and netherrack. Now the rule was, you can't break the netherrack or jump on the sides here. But you can break the dirt and obsidian. Now most people go for the dirt, but when there's obsidian, you'd want to be the first one to start mining at the obsidian, because if you start to mine at it, you pretty much knock that person down first, and yeah, that's all there really is to it. Can't really explain anything else, but that's about it. Now if we actually go here, I actually have a little deck over here. If you actually hit out my window, which is broken, go down these steps, you got a little deck again on the crafting table, which, you know, is interesting. So if we actually head back up here, we have a dining room with some pumpkins. For some reason, we tried to make people, not actual people, we know they're not real, but they're just kind of like decorations, I don't know, and light source, you know. Then we come up to the roof here. We have my book room, which has no books in it. But we actually have this, a chest for final battle. We call it chess. I think I'm missing the T right there. For final battle. Now, this is for the Ender Dragon. Originally, we wanted to fight the Ender Dragon, but on Pocket Edition, it didn't exist yet. And there was no end portal frames or anything. And me and my cousins and my friends, we actually didn't think they were going to make it to where you could expand the world or make it infinite. Because that wasn't a thought until they actually did it, or we started to hear about it. So we thought once they updated it, we would just go into creative when they would add that and just put the blocks in for us. And this is the stuff we have. We thought that would be enough, but, you know. We never even thought of fighting over there. That's never even crossed our minds. If we actually go up here, we got another room with a hole in the ceiling. So I was actually thinking of starting like a reconstruction series on this roll, because there is a lot of broken things. As you've seen, there's like holes in the ceilings, a lot of things are uneven. Like all that, like there's chunks of wood just hanging off of that right there, which is kind of Now here's another room which has no purpose. There's holes in the ceilings, there's broken windows, just no purpose whatsoever. And then we have more of this stuff here, you know. Got this room. This was like for Thanksgiving. Whenever the family would get together during Thanksgiving, we have this room here, which we'd all like kind of play around in. Never really did much, you know, like we didn't eat or anything, you know, we just kind of played in here. And, you know, these are some, jack-o'-lanterns, obviously. And now we can move on to the last room, and once I get done with that, we can show off the rest of the world. But I actually do fully intend to get rid of all the blocks that aren't supposed to be here, like the mycelium, you know, things like that. Things like that that aren't, like, supposed to be here, I'll get rid of. I can see here, this was, oh, I fell, and I landed. But yeah, that was supposed to be a parkour deck, which leads to my sister's house all the way to the Nether Towers, which, at the end of it, there would be a chest full of, diamonds. Which, cool, I guess. And yeah, so now I guess we can move on to my roller coaster. Now, when they first added roller coasters in the game, it was, fun. I don't think at the time we needed any form, like, kind of redstone on it. And I think I added these things here, like, later on once they added these tracks. I'm not sure, I could be wrong. Because I don't think you originally need like a redstone block or a torch for these. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm drinking a lot of water right now. But yeah, and here's the farm. Right? Oh, the chicken coops up there too. I think they're all cluttered by the. No, they're all dead. Where'd they go? I'm missing a lot of animals. Somebody probably killed them all. I'm not like doubting it. Oh, that stinks. Here was meant to be an automatic farm with arrows in it. You're supposed to kill them and then drop it to the chest. Here's a mini farm I had. And then I decided to make a bigger farm with wheat, melons, pumpkins, potatoes, sugarcane, and carrots. And then I decided to make a mine here. What's this? Oh, I have a bunch of ore. Some decent stuff in here. All right. But if you're on here, it's not really, like, safe. Oh, dang it. Okay. I have no blocks. Alright, we're stuck. We're going to the mines now. Alright. Who texted me? Oh, 1 second. Alright, I'm getting a million text messages from everybody. And they're oh my gosh, that's a big drop. Alright, we're gonna mine down. Might as well light some of this up. I mean, why not? Just dig straight down. I thought there was like a staircase. Oh, we're dead. Yeah, we died. Okay, we're back up here. Hooray, I have keep inventory on too. Alright, let's go. So I guess I can kind of show off the back area here. I don't really need to like go walking all around. So here we had a mine, which I never really finished. It was just a mine down to bedrock. Here we have a doghouse, a cactus farm. There we have like a little nether room. Now there wasn't a what is it called? They were old zombie pigments back on the old version, which they didn't have any skin. They just had a skull in their head of a pig, I guess. And we tried to keep them in there, but they despawned. And then on the other one next to it, like right there, we have snow golems, which there aren't any. Wait, I don't know, but that's it. And then we have a little pond, a little fire pit, a little sitting area, a weird pool, and yeah. So I actually do have to go back over this way. Ow. Another pool here for some reason. Now there was this app called Multiplayer PE or something like that. I think that's the name. I could be wrong, but it was basically before they had Xbox Live on Pocket Edition. The way you would have to play is you would have to pretty much you'd have to have it to where it's like set to where you'd have to use the app and then somebody would join. I think some guy named Seth that lived here, and then here's all the diamond swords. I'm gonna throw some of these back. I don't need them right now. But yeah, this is also when you use the two ladder thing, which I hate. Then he tried to make a mine, and weird. Then we can move on to one of my first mini games I ever made. I can see right here. It's you just shoot a bow and arrow, and you gotta try and hit the minecart on the track. Does this still work? No, it doesn't. Yeah, this is back before we need a redstone connection. Yeah. Alright, now, here is actually another house, which belongs to someone else. I can't remember who. Oh, wait a minute. No. I shouldn't have done that. I don't think you can get that old texture back. No! Dang it, I should not have done that. Why did I do that? The hole there. Is this the mine? No, it's the hole. And there's a hole going out to the rest of the world. Alright. Here's actually a store I have, which we never really got up and going. For reasons that, there wasn't that much in it. You see these 99 swords, you have this stuff, a bunch of things, nothing really. Most of the things we had in here was like, what is it, stone tools I think we had? Yeah, stone swords, we had 99 plus of stone. Yeah, see, just 99 plus. You can't even get them out now. I guess it's cool to have, it's just for show. Now here's my second attempt on a mini game. You go in here, there's another entrance on the other side. You shoot the arrows through to the other side, and at the time you'd be able to make fire arrows like that, but we didn't have enchantments, so it was just you shooting at somebody else, basically. Now here we have the mine. Now, for some reason we thought this was like far away for us, so we'd actually go down this way. Into here, there's a bunch of furnaces and everything. You go into here, and there was a mine. Now you're probably wondering, it goes right down the bedrock. There's no way you mine that. When the 99 plus glitch came out, we duplicated so much TNT, we pretty much blew out tons of the world. Like, there are portions of the world, like, underground, that are completely mined out. I know this is obviously not one of the chunks, but it all kind of loops. I can go through each of the tunnels down there and tell you, like, how to get out and where to go. That's how well I know it. Which, there's also some furnaces. Anything in these? No. These chests are full of pickaxes. Oh, wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. It's all survival, too. I mean, why isn't that there? Alright, now we gotta go over here so I can kind of explain this. That's just a mine right there. It's becoming dark again. Now, if you see that little thing right there with the chest, we used to play Hunger Games on the map. Now, what we would do was we'd fill these up with like materials and stuff. I think all the stuff is in here now. Yeah, some of it is. But you couldn't go past you couldn't go over to this area to play because we didn't want anybody cheating. So what we would do was you couldn't go in the store. You can't go in the mine. You have to go into those structures over here, as you can see. There's like houses here we made, which have chests, beds, everything. So look, there's items, which is garbage. You can find diamond armor, swords, everything. We're gonna take a quick nap. I don't. Oh no. Oh. Gosh. Safety hazard. Yeah, you can see there's like a bunch of these houses here. This one too. Little dock. All we really had to build was like with we had to build with like cobblestone. things like that. Nothing really like fancy, like all different kinds of woods. And here's like a little cave I made, which I absolutely love for some reason. I don't know why. You see, like we got 32 bows and arrows. Boom, boom, boom. We got armor, food, everything. I believe. I want to see if there's anything in this. No, it's just an empty furnace. Yeah. Alright. So same would go for over here too. Like, look, you got another little like campsite here. Nothing. Okay. You got like a little not sure. Oh, and here's something I really love. Back on Pocket Edition in the day, we used to have these gravel patches by water. I love the gravel patches. They'd just be so out of like random, and I just love the way they were. Like you get tons of gravel. Like if I ever build on this world, I'm not getting rid of this gravel patch. We got some more stuff here. Here, oh, chest right here kind of hides it. Alright. And here's like a little rocket we had that was like a part of the Hunger Games, which doesn't have anything in it that's worth getting. You just have a bed in here, you know. And that's like right there is one of the, oh, there's a wandering trader here. Huh. This here is actually one of our makeshift TNT cannons. We never used it. I don't know if we did or not. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. We could have, and we probably repaired the terrain, but I don't think so. Chest here, which doesn't have any TNT. I remember the day I did this, I mined out all the sand right here, just to make glass, and I never mined out the rest of this, too. So yeah, just so much stuff. For some reason there's ice and snow here. Oh yeah, this here. This was a part of the Hunger Games, but it was also a makeshift jungle biome before we had jungles. Now, back in the day, I thought wolves and ocelots spawned in the jungle biome. The ocelots do spawn in the jungle biome, but I thought the the wolves did too. So I tried to make one. Like I plant like a bunch of plants here, this stuff. I got all cactuses. I got everything here. I planted all these trees. But it didn't make them spawn, which kind of stunk. And I didn't realize it at the time. I was like, what's going on? I thought this is how it works, but I know better now. So weird. Yeah, I got vines. Now I have vines. I must have placed those later on. So like, originally I had these big beef blocks here acting as vines. Which, then I flattened up this area. I actually mined away all the sand here. I replaced it with dirt, just so it wouldn't look bad. And now there's wolves here. Probably coming from that snowy area up there. Oh, I can't give you any meat, I'm sorry. Well, let's actually move on to the nether reactors. Now, I think I may have some still in here, the whole thing. I don't know if I should mine these or not. I could actually make something cool out of this. I don't know. But I put it over like a frozen ocean. Ooh, okay, good. Wait, are those spawners down there? Oh, that's right. I think I put squid spawners down there at one point. I gotta break these. I don't want these around. Come on, break. I don't know why. Back then we didn't get squid, so I made spawners. I'll get rid of those later. Is there anything else? No, okay. Take this one blown apart. Wow. There's so much. Oh, under the ice. Wow. I remember they would have the glowing obsidian, and then there was also two other nether reactor cores we had there, which was the darkened one and the I think the hot nether reactor core. And we'd run around the thing and mine the gold before the nether reactor core was done turning into obsidian, which is also cool. Wow. All right. Wow, the water leaking in here. This one was built a little bit too low. I think that may still be part of the core thing. Wow. Crazy. How much storage do I have? I have 6 gigabytes of recording left. No, I have 8 actually. I started at 13. So I guess now we can move on to my sister's house. Now, here we have her mushroom farm, a fire pit, obviously. Tons of mushrooms. More mushrooms in here. Misspelled chicken coop. Chicken in here, obviously. They're kind of having fun, I guess. I don't know. Some neat stuff. Here's a little jacuzzi, I guess. A little boat dock, a roller coaster, which eventually we did add redstone torches to it. Here's her farm. Here's her melon tree, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to mention, that's the McDonald's sign. We used to play Ronald McDonald Chase. I don't know why, it was just funny, we were acting stupid. There's the battle arena, where we battle to the death, you know. What else? Now, her house is right here. I do actually want to look in these chests. Yeah, a bunch of all materials. Got some duplicated doors here. Got some of that stuff. Tons of crafting tables. Probably got an infinite supply of beds. You know. Here's actually a little railway we had, because back then to us this was big distance. I don't know why. We just did it like that. You can see this is our first floor. I gotta fix the walls and stuff. Oh, see, this is what I was doing. I was actually copying this world onto my Xbox One world. Not my Xbox One, the Bedrock. The world I always play in my main world. Let me actually sit back for a second. We're actually copying, and I was trying to get the measurements of the world. Here's, I think, her bedroom. Got some of these with the both creative, these steps. More of the stuff. Okay, get rid of that. There's nothing in these chests. I've already seen those. Here's her storage room. You know, Liam was here, so, you know, more of this. What's in here? Golden apples. Here's like her deck. Let me get rid of that, too. Here was her makeshift water elevator. Let me get rid of this again. Alright, this stuff will just despawn. I'm just gonna leave it on the floor. Yeah, I'm not going down here, but I do want to show off the roof first. Up this ladder, here's the roof. You kind of be able to see everything, you know. Yeah, let's go down the water elevator, and then we can move to the other two houses, and then we can go down to the mines, which I really want to show off, like the actual mines. Okay, go this way. Alright, so this is actually one of my cousin's houses. It used to be my sister's, but every time we go in the game, a creeper would spawn in the same spot in her house, so she moved out. Here's a little bridge. Another minecart rail, because big distance. Here's like her basement. Well, it's actually my cousin's now. This is back when we wanted to get the nether, we didn't have the nether in the game. So then here we go here. Got the little weird living room. Got a back porch. Still a bunch of andesite here. Or doorway, whatever the heck it is, I don't know. Shut down to go upstairs. There's nothing in here. I thought there was. Nothing in the furnaces. Got a bunch of gold duplication glitches. Let me shut these doors. I don't want anything getting like any mobs. Boom. And here we have another little chest and it's full of junk. Pretty much. Yeah. Then here's the farm to the side, and then there's my other cousin's house. Some more rails. I guess we can show off the farm first. You know, little farm. There's the makeshift mushroom biome, which I'm gonna get rid of because it doesn't really belong here. Here's her basement. Now, some more of this stuff. Jeez. I actually do want to check behind this wall though, because I think there is an empty space. Oh, there's a chest there. Wait a minute. Oh, she's hiding resources here. She's just like. I'm gonna have to break the ceiling. I can always put the ceiling back. Break. He has nothing there. Oh wow, that's actually cool. Yeah, look at that. I didn't even know she had stuff. I was always wondering if there was an actual room there. I guess there is. Got more of the stupid door, right? Huh. Oh yeah, and here's like this little weird river thing she has that goes into the basement. I thought it went in, but I guess not. And there's more andesite. Or whatever is dorite. I don't know. So here's her house. Tons of junk, obviously. This, I want this here. I don't care, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I I just want to show off the mines because I find it like really, to me, I find it interesting. On my Xbox world, I do have more. I have a bigger mine, but it's a bigger world, so I don't find it impressive. But for a world like this, I see it somewhat of a achievement. So, yeah, I can go over there. It's in my sister's house. We go down here. Her house is built on an island, so we come here to get sand, and then we decided to make a mine down here one day, which goes all the way down to bedrock. Oh, my finger now. Alright. So yeah, look, here's one of the mining areas. This is just one little chunk of it. Now, recently I've actually not been mining all the ore, because I actually want to see how much is actually left. There's the limit to the world right there. And we can actually, go down this way to find another massive area. Mined this out recently, too. I think to the left, if we make a left, like, right there, that's the world border, so you can see the emeralds there, it's a world border, but if we make a left here, it takes us to another flat, open area. And for some reason, there's a void here. I think one of my friends or me did that at one point. I don't know. I can't remember. I keep finding those around the world, too, which I'm going to have to fix at some point. Yeah, like, see, there's a whole void. It's more, not a whole void, I mean, it's a little bit empty of an area. Yeah, there are other areas. I don't want to go around the whole map, like, down here. Like, the whole world's been pretty much, like, strip mined. All these diamonds, I'm so tempted, but I can't. Because if you don't know what strip mining is, you just go around, you digging straight. Like, right above us, there's tons of them. It's just the whole world's been pretty much strip mined, and there's a lot of giant pockets, so it's pretty much hollow somewhat. So it won't be that hard to mine out. There's just so much more. And a lot of the redstone is only here. Because back when we started the world, you couldn't actually mine redstone. You break it, but you wouldn't get anything. That's why there's so much of it everywhere. So, yeah, I guess that kind of, you know, ends the tour. If you guys like this video, click like, subscribe. I'll see you guys later, and, bye.